Okay guys, welcome back. This time we are going to connect the motor, this motor, with this transistor, and we are going to put a velocity regulator with this potentiometer. Okay, so in this moment you already have this. It's supposed that you have this, that the sensors turn on and turn off the LED when you put the sensor on. Okay, so now what we are going to do now, first please disconnect the battery because maybe you do a short circuit, so it's better to work without this connection. We are going to connect it later. Now we are going to connect this line. Okay, for that we are going to disconnect the negative leg of the LED because this is going to be our indicator that the sensor is sensing the line. Okay, so we are going to just connect it in another line, for example here, to put here the potentiometer. Now we are going to take our potentiometer. Okay, so how we connect the potentiometer is very simple. The resistance is going to change if you connect the middle leg and one of the others. Okay, it's going to be a change. If you connect this leg and this leg, you are going to have always the same resistance, that is going to be 50k in this case. Okay, but if you connect this leg and this leg, you are going to change the resistance if you turn this knob. Okay, here I am going to connect it like this because we need to put another one here. Okay, so this allow us to have a space here. Okay, so how I am going to connect it? I am going to connect the center, the middle leg, to the negative leg of the LED. So I am going to connect it here. I'm going to show you in a moment. So if you see, this negative leg of the LED aligned to the middle leg of the potentiometer. Okay, it's connected to the middle. Then I am going to take this, the other leg, this leg of here. So I am going to put a wire here to another part that whatever I want. So I am going to connect this leg and then whatever I prefer, for example here. Okay, connected here. Okay, here and here. Now we need to connect our switch or our transistor. Okay, this is going to be like a switch. When the signal comes here through all the circuit, this is going to activate and is going to turn on our motor. Okay, so we are going to take our transistor, and remember that the flat part of the transistor, the flat part, it has to be looking at us. Okay, so we are going to take it like this. Then the middle leg is going to be connected to the signal of all this circuit, the output of all the circuit, that is this. Okay, so the middle leg to the signal as this. If you see, this is the output, and here you have connected to the middle leg. Okay, I need you to see that's in the center. Okay, then I am going to connect the left leg to the negative, this one here, and to the negative. That's it. Left, negative. The negative is up here. Okay, now we have our circuit like this. We are in the end line. The next is to connect the motor, and this is very simple. How we connect the motor? First, we have to take our motor and we have to weld these two wires to this pin. Okay, you took one of the wires. I am going to take the white one, okay, and I am going to put it in the output of the transistor, that is this, the output, okay. So it's going to be connected there, and the other connection, the red one, is going to go to the positive, okay. The positive, if you remember, is here. This is the positive, just positive, and the output of all the circuit. Now we can do tests, okay. We can test our circuit. Okay, now we are going to connect our battery. So remember that I am using this battery. I am going to connect the positive, that is the red one, always to the positive line, that is here, and the negative, that in your batteries it has to be black. So I have an extension, but it has to be black. You're going to connect it to the negative. Okay guys, if you did it well, you are going to see that if the sensor is in the white part, the motor is going to turn off, but if I put it in the black line, it's going to turn on, okay, and begins to work. Okay, so this is the final part of the connections. You see that this is working, and you have to do the same in this other line. Okay, so I'm going to put it again. It's the same, it's just the same. You have to connect the potentiometer, the transistor, and connect the motor as the same as you did here. It's just copy and paste here. Copy this and paste here. It's just that. I'm going to do it to show you how it's going to work. I have all the connections in this part and in this part. If you see, I didn't connect another potentiometer here because unfortunately I don't have another potentiometer, but I put a resistor, constant resistor of 1K. This is going to give me one kind of a speed. Okay, here I can change the speed of the motor, here not. I have just one speed and no more. Okay, if you see, our circuit now is working. If you put in the white part, it's going to stop, and if you put in the black, it's going to work. Okay, the same here. You see here I can change the speed of this motor, put it slower or faster, different than this, that I cannot do that because I have just one resistor that is always the same. That's it. Thank you. We are going to continue in the other sessions.